Have you ever wondered why some older adults remain vibrant, sharp, and full of life well into their later years, while others seem to fade soon after 65? Society often tells us aging means slowing down, stepping back, and accepting decline. But what if that's not your story? What if hidden in your daily habits are subtle, powerful signs that you're built to thrive for decades to come? In this video, we'll reveal 8 quiet but profound indicators that you're wired to live past 100, not just to survive, but to flourish. Stick around until the end, because we'll not only uncover these clues but also share practical ways to strengthen them, transforming ordinary moments into lifelong sources of vitality that could change how you see yourself forever. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. Sign 1. You feel deeply at peace when you're alone. One of the most subtle yet powerful indicators that you're built for a long, vibrant life is your relationship with solitude. This isn't about loneliness, a state often marked by disconnection or longing, but rather the intentional, nourishing act of being alone. If you find yourself feeling deeply at peace, centered, and even energized when you're by yourself, you've unlocked a rare and valuable strength. While many people shy away from silence, filling their lives with constant noise, social obligations, or digital distractions, you've discovered the quiet power of stillness. This ability to thrive in your own company is a hallmark of emotional resilience and a key predictor of healthy aging. This inner calm might manifest in small, everyday moments that others might overlook. Picture yourself taking a leisurely walk through a park, noticing the rustle of leaves or the warmth of the sun without feeling the need to check your phone. Or perhaps you savor a quiet morning ritual, like brewing a cup of tea and sitting by a window, lost in thought, with no urge to fill the silence. Even mundane tasks, like folding laundry or tending to a garden, can become meditative acts of presence for you, moments where you feel grounded and whole. This isn't about being aloof or antisocial. It's about being so comfortable in your skin that you don't need external stimuli to feel complete. Research underscores the profound difference between loneliness and solitude. Chronic loneliness, driven by social isolation or unmet emotional needs, has been linked to accelerated aging, weakened immune function, higher inflammation levels, and an increased risk of cognitive decline, including memory loss. Solitude, on the other hand, is a deliberate choice that fosters self-reliance and emotional equilibrium. When you embrace solitude with ease, you're drawing strength from an inner wellspring, finding contentment not by escaping the world but by being fully anchored within yourself. This emotional steadiness radiates outward, influencing how you interact with others. You likely bring a sense of calm to social settings, remaining unruffled by drama or chaos. You're the one who listens intently, speaks thoughtfully, and leaves others feeling heard and understood. This grounded presence is more than just a personality trait. It's a protective factor for your health. Emotional chaos, whether from external conflicts or internal turmoil, can drain your energy, elevate stress hormones like cortisol, and weaken your body over time. But the ability to find peace in solitude acts as a buffer, shielding you from the wear and tear of stress. Remarkably, this isn't a fixed trait you're born with. It's a skill that deepens with time and intention. Many people find that as they age, particularly in their 60s, 70s, or beyond, solitude becomes less intimidating and more enriching. If you've reached a stage where being alone feels like a gift rather than a burden, you've crossed a significant threshold in healthy aging. This pattern is strikingly common among the world's longest-living communities, such as the centenarians of Okinawa, Japan, or the elders of Sardinia, Italy. These individuals often share a deep sense of inner calm, cultivated through daily rituals, spiritual practices, or simply a profound acceptance of life's ebbs and flows. For them, solitude is not a void but a space for reflection, gratitude, and connection to something larger, whether that's nature, faith, or their sense of purpose. This inner stillness acts like nourishment for the soul, fostering mental clarity, emotional stability, and physical vitality. So, if you find joy, clarity, or even a quiet sense of fulfillment in your alone time, recognize this as more than a quirk. It's a powerful sign that you've cultivated a rich inner world, one that sustains you independently of external validation or constant stimulation. This emotional balance is a quiet clue that your body and mind are wired for longevity. Sign 2. waking up without an alarm clock. Another subtle but telling sign that you're aging gracefully is your ability to wake up naturally, without the jarring interruption of an alarm clock. This might seem like a minor detail, but it speaks volumes about the health of your body's internal systems, particularly your circadian rhythm, the biological clock that governs sleep, wakefulness, and countless other physiological processes. If you're in your 70s, 80s, or beyond and find yourself rising with the sunrise, feeling refreshed and alert without external prompting, it's a beautiful testament to the harmony between your brain and body. A strong circadian rhythm is a cornerstone of good health, especially in later years. It reflects a lifestyle rooted in consistency, regular sleep schedules, balanced nutrition, physical activity, and low stress that allows your body to function in sync with the natural rhythms of day and night. Scientific studies highlight the benefits of this alignment. Individuals with stable sleep-wake cycles tend to have stronger immune systems, lower blood pressure, better metabolic health, and reduced risk of chronic conditions like diabetes or heart disease. Waking up naturally isn't just about the moment your eyes open. It's about how you feel afterward. If you greet the day with mental clarity, a sense of calm, and no immediate need for caffeine to kickstart your energy, your body is signaling that it's been properly restored during sleep. Quality sleep is a powerful healer. During deep sleep, your body repairs tissues, regulates hormones, strengthens immune defenses, and even clears out toxic proteins in the brain linked to neurodegenerative diseases. If your body naturally follows the rhythm of the day, resting deeply at night and rising with the light, you're working in harmony with nature, not fighting against it. This balance is rare in today's fast-paced world, where artificial light, irregular schedules, and chronic stress often disrupt our biological clocks. Yet, I've seen this natural rhythm in older adults who are thriving well into their 90s. They wake early, not out of obligation, but because their bodies are ready. Their mornings unfold with intention, perhaps a gentle stretch, a homemade breakfast, or a quiet moment to watch the world awaken. There's no rush, no frenzy, just a steady presence that sets the tone for the day. This natural wakefulness also reflects a low-stress lifestyle, one where your nervous system isn't constantly battling overstimulation or exhaustion. Chronic sleep disruptions, often caused by stress, poor diet, or excessive screen time, can throw your circadian rhythm out of whack, leading to fatigue, mood swings, and even accelerated aging. But when your body wakes on its own, it's a sign that your sleep is doing its job, restoring, recharging, and preparing you for the day ahead. If you've noticed that you no longer rely on an alarm, or perhaps haven't needed one in years, take it as a quiet affirmation. Your body is still finely tuned, operating as it was designed to. This synchronicity is a gift, a subtle but profound marker of vitality and resilience. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Sign 3, forgetting the small stuff, remembering the big things. It's easy to panic when you walk into a room and forget why you're there or spend a few extra minutes searching for your keys. In a culture obsessed with sharp memory, these moments can feel like warning signs. But take a step back and consider the bigger picture. If, despite these minor lapses, you vividly recall your core values, the people who shaped your life, and the lessons that define you, your brain isn't failing. It's prioritizing. This selective memory is not a sign of decline but a reflection of wisdom, a brain that's learned to focus on what truly counts. As we age, the brain doesn't lose its capacity uniformly. Instead, it becomes more discerning, filtering out trivial details to preserve and strengthen memories tied to meaning, emotion, and purpose. This isn't a flaw, it's an evolutionary upgrade. If you occasionally forget a name or misplace your phone but can recount in vivid detail the advice your grandmother gave you, the way your child's face lit up on their first birthday, or the moment you realized your life's purpose, that's not just memory, it's legacy. These are the threads that weave your life's story, the moments that anchor you to who you are. Research supports this shift in cognitive priorities. Studies show that emotional and relational memories, those tied to love, values, and significant experiences, remain robust with age, often growing stronger. This selective focus helps protect against anxiety, depression, and even cognitive decline by reinforcing a sense of identity and purpose. It's not about remembering every detail. It's about holding on to what shapes you. You might notice that you now see life's bigger picture with greater clarity than ever before. Where you once might have reacted impulsively to small slights, you now forgive easily. Where you once chased fleeting distractions, you now reflect deeply. This isn't just aging, it's growth, hard-earned through decades of triumphs, setbacks, and quiet revelations. Consider how this wisdom shapes your interactions. In your 20s, could you have offered meaningful insights on grief, resilience, or the pursuit of peace? Likely not. But now, even if you occasionally stumble over a word or forget an appointment, you bring something far more valuable to the table: perspective. You know how to listen to a friend's struggles without judgment, offer comfort to a grieving loved one, or remind someone of their inherent worth. These acts of emotional intelligence are the fruits of a life well lived, proof that your mind is thriving in the ways that matter most. This selective memory also strengthens your connection to yourself. By prioritizing what's meaningful, your brain reinforces your sense of identity, grounding you in your values and experiences. This inner strength is a powerful marker of healthy aging, a sign that you're not just accumulating years but building a life rich with purpose. So, if you sometimes misplace your glasses but never forget how to make someone feel seen and valued, rest assured, your mind is doing exactly what it's meant to do. It's not forgetfulness, it's focus. It's not a loss, but a celebration of the wisdom you've earned and the deeper story you're still writing. Sign 4, you complain less than people half your age. If you've noticed that you complain less about aches and pains, the state of the world, or life's small annoyances, you're demonstrating a quiet strength that's far more significant than it seems. While others, even those decades younger, might grumble about the weather, traffic, or the latest inconvenience, you've cultivated a calm, resilient outlook that chooses peace over frustration. This shift in perspective isn't just refreshing, it's a powerful protector of your physical and mental health, a key ingredient in aging well. Chronic stress, often fueled by negativity and complaints, takes a brutal toll on the body. It raises blood pressure, suppresses immune function, increases inflammation, and even accelerates cellular aging by shortening telomeres, the protective caps on your DNA. But when you let go of petty grievances, laugh off minor setbacks, or genuinely mean it when you say, "It is what it is," you're shielding your body from this damage. This mindset, often described as emotional resilience or equanimity, is rare and transformative. It's the ability to focus on what's good, even in imperfect circumstances, and it's a skill that many never master. You might notice this in small ways. While others rant about a delayed flight or a rainy day, you find yourself thinking, "At least I'm here, and life is still pretty beautiful." This isn't about ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing gratitude over bitterness, perspective over pettiness. Science confirms the benefits. A positive outlook reduces stress hormones, lowers heart rate, improves digestion, and even supports cellular repair. Over time, this emotional peace becomes a kind of armor, protecting you from the wear and tear of daily life. This resilience often comes from experience. Many of the world's longest-living individuals, those who've reached their 80s, 90s, or beyond, have faced profound challenges: loss, illness, betrayal, or hardship. Yet, instead of letting these experiences harden them, they've chosen to rise above, embracing gratitude and finding joy in the present. I once met an 85-year-old woman named Clara, who had outlived her husband and 2 of her children. Despite her losses, she greeted each morning with a smile, savoring her coffee and the sight of her garden. "Every day is a gift," she'd say, not as a cliché but as a hard-won truth. That's not denial, it's discipline, a conscious choice to hold on to what's good. Of course, you're human, and you feel sadness, frustration, or anger like anyone else. But if these emotions don't define you, if you laugh more than you grumble, forgive more than you resent, and move on more than you dwell, you've cultivated a survival skill that's rarer and more powerful than most realize. People might describe you as easygoing or say that being around you feels calming. Believe them. You've created an emotional environment that's healing, not just for others but for yourself. While others may exhaust themselves with complaints, you keep moving forward, steady, resilient, and free. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Sign 5, slower steps, but more mindful movement. As the years accumulate, you may have observed a subtle shift in your gait, a slight deceleration in your steps. This isn't a sign of decline. Rather, it's an indication of a deeper, more intentional approach to movement. Mindful movement, characterized by deliberate awareness of each step, the shift of your weight, and the rhythm of your stride, reflects not weakness but profound intelligence. With age, the emphasis shifts from speed to control, from haste to precision. This shift is a hallmark of body intelligence, a dynamic conversation between your brain and body that fosters resilience and preserves independence. Consider the risks of rushing. Studies consistently show that haste is a leading cause of falls among older adults, often resulting in injuries that compromise mobility and autonomy. In contrast, moving with intention, pausing to assess your surroundings, gripping a handrail for stability, or carefully navigating a crowded space, demonstrates wisdom in action. When you see someone in their 70s or 80s using a handrail not out of frailty but out of foresight, you're witnessing strength disguised as caution. This deliberate approach to movement isn't limited to walking. It manifests in the way you rise from a chair, reach for an item on a high shelf, or weave through a bustling room without collision. Younger individuals may charge forward recklessly, but you move with purpose, and that purpose protects you. The benefits of mindful movement are profound. Research highlights that individuals who adopt this approach experience fewer major injuries, maintain mobility longer, and enjoy extended periods of independent living. Why? Because mindfulness in motion reduces carelessness. It's the difference between reacting impulsively and responding thoughtfully. Centenarians, those remarkable individuals who surpass the century mark, often share a common trait: a striking absence of major accidents. This isn't mere luck. It's the result of consistent, intentional movement that prioritizes safety and awareness over speed. Moreover, mindful movement reflects a robust mind-body connection, an often overlooked cornerstone of longevity. When your brain is sharp, it communicates seamlessly with your body, enabling you to scan your environment, judge distances accurately, and adapt to challenges with clarity. This cognitive physical synergy is evident in the rituals of long-lived individuals: a daily morning walk, a gentle stretching routine at dawn, or a Tai Chi session in a quiet park. These practices are more than physical exercise. They are meditative acts of connection, moments to tune into your body's signals, regulate your breath, and reaffirm your purpose. Such rituals ground you, fostering a sense of stability in an ever-changing world. In a society that often equates slowness with weakness, it's time to reframe the narrative. Slow, controlled movement is a powerful form of strength, a life-extending art form. If your pace is tempered but your steps remain steady, if your posture is upright and your movements deliberate, you're not declining, you're evolving. You're choosing awareness over impulsivity, and that choice is a testament to your resilience. So, embrace your careful steps. Each one is a deliberate act of self-preservation, a quiet declaration that you're still very much in command of your journey. Sign 6. The power of resilience. Recovery as the key to longevity. Longevity isn't merely about enduring life's challenges. It's about your capacity to recover from them. The difference between those who simply survive and those who thrive lies in resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks, whether physical, emotional, or environmental. People who live long, vibrant lives possess bodies and minds that seem to intuitively know how to heal. They regulate stress hormones, stabilize blood sugar, balance blood pressure, and maintain the intricate systems that keep them functioning smoothly, often well into their later years. This resilience isn't always rooted in flawless genetics. More often, it's a product of mindset, a stubborn, quiet determination to keep going. It's the choice to rise from bed despite aching joints, to prepare a meal even when solitude feels heavy, or to engage with the world through small but meaningful acts. Learning to navigate a smartphone, picking up a new hobby like painting or gardening, or simply calling a friend to share a laugh. These acts of engagement, however small, are what distinguish those who merely exist from those who continue to live fully. Consider the story of someone in their 80s, still tending to their garden, chuckling at old sitcom reruns, or tinkering with a leaky faucet. These aren't just tasks, they're declarations of vitality. Their body and mind are signaling, "I'm not done yet. I still have contributions to make." This flicker of curiosity, this refusal to surrender to resignation, is a powerful predictor of longevity. It's the spark that keeps the flame of life burning brightly. Sign 7. Eating simply and stopping before you're full. If you've noticed yourself gravitating towards smaller, simpler meals, pausing before you're completely full, and favoring nourishing, unprocessed foods over rich, indulgent ones, you're not just aging, you're aligning with a profound instinct. This shift in eating habits isn't a diminishment. It's an evolution, a sign of your body's innate wisdom. Intuitive eating, characterized by restraint and moderation, is a trait consistently observed in the world's longest-living populations, from the Okinawans in Japan to the villagers of Sardinia. Decades of research into blue zones, regions where people routinely live past 90 or 100, reveal a common thread. These communities don't rely on restrictive diets or fleeting superfood trends. Instead, they practice moderation. They eat until they're satisfied, not stuffed, guided by an intuitive sense of enough. For example, the Okinawan principle of hara hachi bu encourages stopping at 80% fullness, a subtle act of restraint that yields remarkable benefits. Improved digestion, stabilized blood sugar, reduced inflammation, and less strain on vital organs like the heart, liver, kidneys, and brain. Over time, this practice keeps their bodies light, flexible, and resilient, supporting vitality well into advanced age. You may have noticed similar changes in yourself. Perhaps a modest plate of food now feels sufficient, or the allure of second helpings has faded. A bowl of fresh fruit, a hearty vegetable soup, or a simple grain-based dish brings more satisfaction than a heavy, calorie-laden meal. This isn't a fading appetite, it's your body becoming more efficient, more attuned to its true needs. By eating mindfully, savoring each bite, chewing slowly, and truly tasting your food, you activate your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode that promotes healing and reduces stress. This calm, intentional approach to eating supports not just physical health but emotional and mental well-being, creating a holistic foundation for graceful aging. Long-lived individuals often eat with purpose, not as a reaction to boredom or emotional voids. Their meals are rituals, consumed in serene settings, at a table with loved ones, free from the distractions of screens or the rush of multitasking. If your relationship with food has become simpler and more intentional, don't dismiss it as a byproduct of age. Recognize it as a powerful signal that your body is thriving, guided by an inner wisdom that prioritizes nourishment over excess. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Sign 8. Finding joy in routine, not just novelty. In a culture obsessed with novelty, new technologies, new destinations, new experiences, it's easy to overlook the quiet power of routine. Yet, those who live the longest, most fulfilling lives often find their deepest joy in the familiar, the predictable, the seemingly ordinary. If you've discovered peace in your daily rituals, watering your plants at dawn, strolling after lunch, or listening to a cherished radio station while cooking, you've unlocked a secret to longevity. This isn't monotony. It's mastery. Routines are more than habits. They're anchors that provide structure and stability in an unpredictable world. For many centenarians, daily rituals, eating meals at consistent times, walking familiar paths, or greeting the same neighbors, become almost sacred. These patterns don't constrain life. They enrich it, offering a rhythm that soothes the nervous system and nourishes the soul. Scientifically, routines support better sleep, smoother digestion, and reduced anxiety by creating predictability, which the body craves. They also free up mental energy, allowing you to focus on what truly matters: relationships, reflection, and gratitude. Consider the story of Edward, an 87-year-old man who, with a twinkle in his eye, shared that he'd eaten the same breakfast for over 30 years. "It's not boring," he said. "It frees me to focus on what matters." His routine wasn't about comfort, it was about clarity, a deliberate choice to prioritize meaning over distraction. Similarly, your own rituals, morning stretches, a mid-afternoon coffee, or an evening call with a loved one, are not trivial. They're the scaffolding of a balanced, purposeful life. By grounding yourself in these rhythms, you create space to notice life's subtler gifts. The texture of your favorite blanket, the shifting patterns of light in your home, the cadence of your breath after a long day. These moments, woven into the fabric of routine, are the building blocks of a life well lived. While novelty has its place, true peace often lies in honoring what's already working, the habits, relationships, and patterns you've cultivated over years. As we wrap up, take a moment to reflect on the journey we've just taken together. These 8 signs, from finding peace in solitude to savoring simple routines, aren't just clues about longevity. They're a celebration of the quiet strengths you're already building every day. You're doing better than you think, and that's worth honoring. So, what's one thing you've learned from this video that resonates with you? Maybe it's embracing mindful movement, eating with intention, or finding joy in the familiar? Drop a comment below and share one insight you're taking away and how you plan to bring it into your life. Your reflections inspire us and others. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content that uplifts and empowers. Thank you for being here. We can't wait to see you in the next video.